Hi guys, welcome back. If you're looking for your next favorite read, you're in the right place. Don't forget to hit subscribe and let's jump in.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the Books4Soul channel. I'm Steven, and I'm really excited to be with you today. Lily's taking a short break this week, working on some amazing content for our upcoming episodes. So I thought this would be the perfect time to share something that's been on my mind lately. Something I believe many of you can relate to. You know those days when it feels like time just slips through your fingers? Well, let me paint you a picture. Imagine this. Every 45 minutes, your phone rings. Sometimes, a colleague swings by for a quick chat or to gossip. Then, right after lunch, there's a meeting. By the time you glance at the clock, it's already 5 p.m., and you're left wondering, what did I even accomplish today? Sound familiar? You're not alone. The truth is, we're constantly pulled in all directions by external distractions, notifications, conversations, meetings. Maybe you plan to tackle that pile of work or dive into a good book, but your phone kept buzzing. You paused to reply to messages, checked how many likes your post got, and suddenly the day just disappeared. You feel unproductive, frustrated, and stuck in a loop. Why does this happen? Our brains are wired to chase the path of least resistance. We gravitate toward easy, quick tasks instead of focusing on the deeper, more meaningful work that truly matters. But here's the million-dollar question. How do we break free from this cycle? How can we work smarter, not harder? Is it really possible to work just 3 hours and achieve what normally takes a full day? Or to make a year's worth of progress that feels like a decade's success? Let's explore this together. What would it mean for you if your efforts multiplied instead of just adding up? To thrive in today's fast-paced economy, there's one essential skill we all need to master. It's called deep work. Sounds intriguing, doesn't it? That's exactly what we'll be diving into today as we explore the book Deep Work by Cal Newport. Now, let me introduce you to Cal Newport, the brilliant mind behind this concept. He earned his Ph.D. from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology by the age of just 35, and already serves as an associate professor at Georgetown University, an institution with over 200 years of history. Impressive, right? This book unveils the secrets behind how this young professor, now only 39, has achieved extraordinary success by mastering the art of deep, focused work. So, what's the magic behind it? And more importantly, how can you apply it to your life? Let's unpack that together. What do you think? Could developing this skill be the game changer you've been looking for? So, let's dive into this concept of TIF work together, shall we? TIF work stands for engaging fully in your tasks with a focused, distraction-free mindset, allowing you to unlock your highest potential. It's the kind of work that helps you create something meaningful, hone your skills, and develop a unique ability that's hard for others to replicate. On the flip side, we have shallow work. This refers to tasks that don't require much brain power. Those repetitive, low-effort jobs, often performed in environments full of interruptions. These tasks usually don't contribute anything new or valuable to the world. Think of it like treading water versus swimming forward. One keeps you busy, but the other actually gets you somewhere. Now, there's an intriguing book called Peak: Secrets from the New Science of Expertise that dives into how deliberate practice can transform your abilities. This method involves intentional, repeated effort, and the science backs it up. It turns out that consistent, focused practice strengthens the myelin in your brain, the insulation that helps your neurons fire faster and more efficiently. But here's the catch. If you spend too much time on shallow work, that myelin starts to deteriorate and your ability to improve weakens. So, this begs the question, how often are you truly in a state of TIFF work? Could shifting your focus to this type of deep, meaningful engagement help you unlock something extraordinary in yourself? So, what does TIFF work really mean for us? Well, first and foremost, it's about helping us work more effectively and achieve greater success in life. According to the author, there are 3 types of people who are likely to thrive in this new economic landscape. The first type is what we'd call high-level technical workers. Think software developers or individuals who can innovate and collaborate with intelligent machines. These people continuously create immense value in their work by mastering advanced technical skills. The second type is the superstars. But don't just picture celebrities in entertainment. Superstars also include top performers in any field, those who excel so much in their area of expertise that they stand out from the crowd. The third type, capitalists. These are the people with the financial resources to invest in various industries and sectors, creating opportunities and wealth along the way. Now here's the big question. How can we become one of these people? That's where cultivating deep core abilities comes into play. This skill set gives us 2 core advantages. First, it helps us quickly master and take control of complex tools and tasks. Think about it. When you can handle sophisticated systems with ease, you're ahead of the game. Second, it allows us to elevate the quality and efficiency of our work to its highest potential. Together, these 2 abilities don't just make us successful in our careers. They also enable us to contribute real value to society. What do you think? Which of these categories do you feel drawn to? And what steps are you taking to develop the skills that will set you apart? Let's dive deeper into this. The second meaningful insight that Deep Core offers us is how to enhance our satisfaction with life and live more happily. One key concept mentioned in this book is flow. In Vietnamese, flow translates to dong chi, referring to a mental state where you're so fully immersed and focused on an activity that you lose track of yourself and everything around you. Flow is a term introduced by psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi. Let's call him Mihaly for short. He dedicated years of research to uncovering methods to help people elevate their sense of happiness. Now, many of us might believe that happiness comes from having a lot of money or achieving great milestones in our careers. But Mihaly discovered something fascinating. While financial struggles undeniably affect happiness, having heaps of money doesn't necessarily guarantee it. Instead, true happiness often stems from being in a state of flow, when we're deeply engaged in meaningful, challenging tasks that require our full attention and effort. Think about it. Have you ever left work one evening feeling utterly drained and empty, like the day had no purpose? Maybe that's because your boss assigned you a bunch of mundane, uninspiring tasks that didn't resonate with you. But then, there are days when you walk out of work feeling energized, accomplished, and joyful. Why? Because you spent the day tackling challenges that captivated your mind and allowed you to fully immerse yourself in the process. That's the magic of flow. This is why learning how to cultivate this state of immersion is such a vital skill. Let's reflect. When was the last time you felt truly in the zone? What were you doing, and how did it make you feel? So, how can we develop the ability to stay focused? The first step is finding a focus model that fits you personally. There are 4 models based on 4 distinct philosophies, each offering a unique approach. The first philosophy is about shedding all temptations, much like a monk practicing mindfulness and meditation. This involves cutting out distractions like phones and living simply to cultivate a deep inner focus. This model works well for writers, mathematicians, or anyone who needs space for creativity and deep reflection. The second philosophy is called parallel peaks. Here you divide your time into two distinct parts, one for deep, intensive work and the other for everything else. It's like climbing two mountains side by side, balancing focus on your main goals while still handling life's other demands. Then there's the rhythm philosophy, which is all about turning high-efficiency tasks into habits. For instance, you could dedicate an hour every morning, like from 6 to 7 a.m., to reading a book. Or perhaps, after work, you spend 2 hours learning something new, like personal finance management. It's about creating a predictable routine that keeps you moving forward. The fourth philosophy is the reporter's mindset. This one is fascinating because it trains you to focus anytime, anywhere, no matter the chaos around you. Imagine a journalist who can write a compelling story while surrounded by the bustle of a noisy train station. That's the kind of mastery this model encourages. So, which one feels right for you? Remember, no model is perfect. The key is to actively carve out time that works for you to focus deeply. This special block of time is often referred to as timed work, a concept from the book, The One Thing. It's your sacred window where you disconnect completely from the outside world. For example, you could wake up earlier than usual and dedicate those precious hours to your most important tasks. Turn your phone to silent mode, disable all notifications, and commit to uninterrupted focus for 2 hours. When the time is up, you'll likely feel a profound sense of peace and accomplishment. This is where the magic of flow happens, the state where everything just clicks, and you're fully immersed in the moment. Have you ever experienced that kind of flow? What would it feel like to create a daily ritual that brings it into your life? To build the skill of deep work, we need to turn it into a consistent habit and track our progress along the way. Think of deep work like a muscle. It only gets stronger with regular exercise. But to stick with it, we need a system to monitor our efforts, give ourselves feedback, and stay motivated. One powerful way to do this is by using the chain method, also known as the don't break the chain technique. Imagine each day of practice as a link in a chain. For example, let's say you want to develop a habit of doing deep, focused work every morning from 6 to 7 a.m. Start by getting a calendar or a tracker, something you can look at daily. Every time you complete a session, mark an X on that day. Day by day, your X's form a chain, and your goal is simple. Don't let the chain break. This method works because the visual reminder of your progress can be incredibly motivating. It's like seeing a garden grow. You'll want to keep watering it every day. When you look at the chain, it's a nudge to stay on track. And each time you complete your deep work session, that sense of accomplishment makes the entire day feel more meaningful. But here's the beauty of the chain method. It's not just for deep work. You can use it to build any habit, like exercising daily or learning new vocabulary in a foreign language. Maybe you commit to 30 minutes of exercise or learning 10 new words each day. The principle is the same. Keep adding links to your chain and watch your consistency transform into real growth. Have you ever tried something like this before? What habit would you want to start building today? The third step in sharpening your deep work skills is learning to rest at the right time and embracing boredom. Did you know that, on average, most of us can only maintain intense focus for about 4 hours at a time? If we push ourselves to concentrate for too long, our brains drain a significant amount of energy. That's why it's crucial to schedule true breaks for your mind. For instance, after hours of deep focus, you might step outside to a green space or spend a few moments meditating. But here's the catch. In today's world, many of us can't handle even a single minute of silence. Think about it. How often do you reach for your phone while waiting in line for coffee, or scroll through notifications when stuck in traffic? Some even walk while glued to their screens. You might justify it by saying, "I'm just killing time. It's harmless." But is it really? When your brain continues to process information from your phone during these idle moments, it's not actually resting. It's still working, consuming energy, and missing the chance to recharge. So later, when you need to dive into your next focus task, your brain might already be running on empty, making deep concentration feel almost impossible. This is why learning to love boredom is so important. Let your brain rest, truly rest. The next time you're waiting in line, resist the urge to check your phone. Instead, try listening to a piece of calming music, or better yet, don't think about anything at all. Let your eyes wander. Take in the life unfolding around you. These small moments of stillness can be surprisingly refreshing. If you're someone who's always thinking about work, even after hours, here's a helpful tip. At the end of your workday, jot down any unfinished tasks, along with a plan for tackling them tomorrow. This simple practice signals to your brain that it's okay to let go and rest for the evening. Meditation is another powerful tool to help your mind truly unwind, rebuild energy, and enhance your focus. It's like hitting the reset button for your brain, preparing you to dive deeper into your work when the time comes. Have you ever tried it? If not, it might be worth exploring. And that wraps up the insights we've gathered from the book, Deep Work. Hopefully, these skills will inspire you to apply the art of deep focus in your life and work, empowering you to accomplish the things you truly care about. Here at Books4Soul, we're all about sharing knowledge, life skills, and strategies to help you grow into the best version of yourself. Think of it as having a friend who's cheering you on as you tackle life's challenges and discover your potential every single day. Did you find today's discussion helpful? If so, show some love by hitting that like button. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss out on any of our upcoming episodes. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next one.